Welcome to worship with the United Church. We are a peace and justice community, a movement towards wholeness in a fragmented world. We are glad to once again be able to meet here. Like you, the United Church is in the midst of many transitions. Most, but not all, are the result of the pandemic. Over a year ago, we transitioned rather quickly from in-person worship to YouTube only. Then we tried to step back into in-person. And it didn't feel whole. It didn't feel holy, because you were missing. So now we are going to try a little of both. A little YouTube combined with a little in person. So guess what? Once we get this figured out, we're going to transition again. Not because we enjoy the challenge, not because we enjoy the process, but wonder if maybe we should. We are going to transition again because that's what life is all about. Nothing is constant. We are constantly immersed in flux. I need to think about that. Nothing is constant except that we are constantly immersed in flux, a state of flux. Nothing is permanent. There is always something new on the horizon. Something new is always beginning. And at the very same time, something old, something familiar, something comfortable is always ending. I wonder how much of our precious energy we use trying to stop this process. I wonder how much of our precious energy we use resisting this constant state of flux, clinging to the past, clinging to what is no longer viable or useful. I wonder how our lives might be different if we gave up on the idea or the hope of certitude and absolute. I wonder if we might be able to discover some new energy, some new excitement, some new passions, if we truly believe that transitioning was a good thing. If we truly believed that life is ever evolving, constantly revolving, always emerging and re-emerging. It's an eternal process. And why? Because that's how God would have it. It is God's will that the old becomes new, the new becomes old, and the old becomes new again. Welcome to worship at the United Church.